Good morning, family. How's it going? Let me put my earbuds in. Good morning, good morning. Hopefully you guys can hear me well. I think I'm connected. My name is Kiana Thomas, mompreneur. I am super excited, joyful, and thankful to be able to bring you this topic today. I have like 15 minutes, so I'm going to try to make this short, quick, sweet, and to the point. So today's topic is lesson planning. Let me go ahead and pin that. Lesson planning. All right. And pin it. All right, so today's topic is lesson planning. And really quickly, we want to talk about what it is, the types of lesson plans, and why you need one. So those are the points we're going to cover. So what is a lesson plan? And I have my notes here so I can make sure I'm staying on topic and I'm giving you exactly what we need to get out of today's topic. Is a detailed description. A lesson plan is a detailed description of instruction. What do you want the kids to learn? It's guided learning. And then the questions, there's some questions you want to ask when you are starting to lesson plan. You want to ask, what do you want the kids to learn? And then how will you determine when they have learned? So whenever you're planning your lessons and you're trying to figure out, the topics, etc., and go ahead and watch my video on mission and vision statements, your mission and your vision statements, and that will determine what you want your kids to learn when you create that. So I have a very nice detailed video on what that looks like and why you should have one. And then from your mission plan, your vision, hello, good morning, you will then create your lesson plans. Today's topic is lesson planning. So if you are homeschooling, new to homeschooling, or thinking about homeschooling, this topic will be very useful for you. So I just went over what is lesson planning, the types of questions that you want to ask when you are trying or thinking about what lessons you want to cover. And then next I'm going to talk about the types of lesson plans. So just like everything else, there's a lot of different things, a lot of different ways that you can do it. But these are the most common. And so you have your 5-step lesson plan, and then they even have a further one. They even have a 7-step lesson plan. But I want to gear my instruction, my information towards new homeschooling moms or homeschooling moms that are just getting started. So maybe you've been homeschooling a year or two and you still need some help, or you're new to this, like completely new, and you just don't know which direction to go. This is my audience. That is who I'm talking to. So you have your 5-step lesson plan, and what is that? You have your objective, you have your instruction, you have your guided practice, your closure, and your assessment. Okay, again, objective, that's what you want the kids to learn. Instruction, that's your directed teaching. You can do that in the form of lectures, you can do that in the form of PowerPoints or reading, video, etc. So figure out how you're going to deliver that instruction of what you want the kids to learn. And then you have the guided practice. Once you instruct them, then they practice what you just taught. Okay? And then closure. Now you got to close out the lesson, and then assessment. How will you know the kids have learned what you just taught? Now let's talk about assessment. Assessment comes in 2 forms. You have formal and informal assessment. Your formal assessments are your paper, your pencil, your test. All right, good morning, hello. Your formal assessments are your paper, your pencils, your tests. And then your informal assessments comes in the form of things like giving a speech, doing a book report, things of that nature. Those will be your informal assessments. Hi, what's that? Hi, Jazz, so great to see you. Your informal assessments will be the form of things like that, book reports, presentations, those kinds of things will be your informal assessments. The next type of lesson you have is your 5E lesson plan, and that's engaging, explaining, exploring, elaborating, and evaluating. Again, engaging, hooking the students. What are you going to deliver? What are you going to do to deliver? How are you going to deliver that lesson? Explaining, again, that's your lecture, your books, etc., videos. showing them the information you want them to learn. So the first one is hooking them, and that can be in the form of a project, that could be in the form of an activity, etc. Okay, and then exploring, that's when they're digging deeper. So through that, you can do like learning stations, cooperative groups, field trips. I love field trips. That is like before COVID, that was our main thing, field trips. And then elaborating. So how will they apply the concept they just learned? You want to elaborate on that, and then evaluate, again, your formal or informal assessments. And as a homeschooler, that is completely up to you how you choose to evaluate. That is like the great thing about homeschooling. When I was in the formal classroom, it was hello, good morning. It was much different. You were pretty much told what you had to do. You had to test a certain way. You had to give them instruction a certain way. Of course, my creativity, I was like, well, I'm going to tweak it and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. But they wanted to basically tell you what to do and how to do it. Okay, but you don't have to do that in the homeschool environment. You have total, complete choice, and that is one of the things that I just absolutely love and so thankful for. Okay, then you have your next form of lesson, and that's your weekly lesson plan. And this is an old one, but I just need to grab it and show it to you really quickly. So your weekly lesson plan, you list the days of the week, you list your objective, and then you put like the topics of what they will cover. I know it looks like a lot, don't worry about it. So for you and your family, you can make that as simple or as complicated as you like, your weekly lesson plan. Then you have your unit lesson plan. Again, you list the objectives, you list how long they're going to cover that unit. So for example, let's say we wanted to do anatomy. We wanted to look at the body and we wanted to do anatomy. We're going to do a complete unit on anatomy. So some things that I can do is hands-on learning. I can put out the different organs. I can create like an outline of a body and have them like operate like they're going to put the organs where they belong. We can learn there's just so much. So how long will that take? Maybe it'll take a week. Maybe it'll take 2 weeks. Maybe it'll take a month. It depends on you, how elaborate you want your unit to be, how in depth you're going to go. Are you going to do co-ops? Are you going to do projects on it, etc.? You're going to do lab books. Again, the sky is the limit. And then you have inquiry based. You're going to, again, list the standards, list the activities, and then experiments. Now, in your inquiry base, with all the other lesson plan formats that I gave you, you can use worksheets, you can use handouts, and things like that. But with your inquiry-based lesson plan, there should be no handouts. I want to be clear on that. It is hands-on learning. You're going to do whatever you need to do, like I was just explaining with the anatomy and doing the body parts and things like that. That's hands-on learning. There's no handouts, there's no worksheets. They are learning the material, they are applying it all at the same time. Okay, so keep that in mind. Inquiry based, you want to list the activities and then the experiments that students will do. And then lastly, after inquiry based, your assessments will be in a form of questioning. You want to question, and then how they can present it, they can do exactly that. They can present the material, or you could do like an informal question and answer type of thing, and that's how you will determine if they've learned the material that you set for them to learn. Let me know if that makes sense. Give me a thumbs up, give me a 1. Let me know if you're following me on that. Okay, now I talked about the different types of lesson plans. I'll go over them really quickly, and then I'll talk about why you should create one. I got 5 minutes, guys, so I'm doing great. Okay, the different types of lesson plans is one, your 5-step lesson plan, your 5E lesson plan, your weekly lesson plan, your unit lesson plan, and inquiry-based lesson. Okay, now why should you create a lesson plan? Guys, we are in a crazy time right now, right? Things are crazy with COVID. With that being said, a lot of parents are, they may be afraid. They don't want to send their kids back to school because of the possibility of this COVID and not knowing the outcome, right? And so most of our parents, our goal is to keep our children safe as a parent. And so a lot of parents are making a decision to homeschool. And you know what that's going to look like? That means that school and that county will not get those dollars for that child, those federal dollars for that child. So the money follows the child. Unfortunately, in most states, it doesn't follow them if they homeschool, so no one gets it. So what does that mean? That means states are going to start hammering down. Good morning. States are going to start knocking on doors and trying to hold parents accountable and basically trying to get you in trouble and make you feel like you cannot educate your kids. So the best thing that I can tell you is to make sure that you have your documents in order. Have your documents in order. Does it need to be elaborate? No. But you want to have some type of lesson plan. You want to have some type of game plan. So when and if they come knock on your door, you have the proof to show them, hey, this is what I've been doing. So if your state is requiring that, you definitely need to make sure that you're doing it. And it doesn't have to be like detailed. It can just be, a couple of bullet points for each lesson, each week, So, if your state requires it, you need to make sure you do it. Another reason why you want a lesson plan is to reduce your stress. It provides an outline and a game plan, a roadmap for you and your children as far as what you're going to learn and what they're going to be doing. So it reduces your stress. You'll get up every day. You'll know what's going on. You'll know what you're doing. And it just makes your day run much smoother. And then the third thing is it helps you keep track of what your children have learned throughout the year and then what next steps you need to take. A lot of times, good morning, parents are, they're not quite sure. Oh, I don't know if my kids have learned, or, they're self-doubting. The only way to combat that self-doubt is proof. So guess what? When you start self-doubting, but you have had that proof and you have written down and kept a record of what your kids have learned, all you got to do is look back. Oh, wow. And you will surprise yourself. We did all of that. Oh, wow. So that's another reason why you want to lesson plan, to make sure that you are keeping track of what your kids are learning and to pull that baby out when you get down, when you start feeling like you're not doing enough and you look back and you see, wow, we have done actually a lot, and to help motivate and encourage yourself. Now, I will say this last thing, and then I got like 1 minute and it's time to go, but I'm going to say this last thing. I know, thank you. I know that this may be difficult, and I know it may seem overwhelming if you are a new homeschooling parent. But I want to encourage you and I want you to know that you do not have to do this alone. I am here to help. As a matter of fact, I have created a webinar that I will be giving July 18th. And I kind of feel like that may be a little too late, so I may push it up. Let me know in the comments if you would like to see that webinar a little bit sooner. I already have the materials. I'm ready to go. I just wanted to give time to get it out there. But the webinar will be July 18th, and I am going to help you plan your entire year from start to finish. Now, again, you don't necessarily need a detailed lesson plan like this. I am going to help you plan a lesson plan and gear it towards your family and your style. That is the most important thing. It will be for your family and for your style of teaching and your kid's style of learning. So that is what I want you to keep in mind. Hit the link in my bio to sign up for that webinar and to get all the information to get you on the right start to planning your school year and off to a great homeschooling year. Guys, that is all I have. That is my time. I did it. I'm so happy. Thank you for joining me, because I know you have many options, but you chose to spend that time with me today. And for that, I am grateful. Thank you and have a great day. Peace and blessings.